everyone, Sophia here for my great challenger. Welcome back to my channel and another episode. I think this is number 3 in my Christmas vibes. Yes, I did finally find a name for it. Christmas vibes it is. Why? Because it's kind of Christmassy for me this year, but there's a lot going on right now, and I'm not gonna say I'm all over the place, but there's a lot going on. So anyway, I am doing today a vignette for my dining room. And if you remember my decoration for Thanksgiving, I had this 3-tier tray, and that was actually, believe it or not, because there's method to the madness here, okay, there was actually a dry run for the Christmas decor. I wanted to see if I could put together a 3-tier tray, whatever you call it, stand for the centerpiece for the table. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it for Christmas, so I said, you know what, let me try one for Thanksgiving and see how it goes. And the feedback has been really good so far. You guys really liked it. So I'm going to do something similar for Christmas. Of course, it's not going to stay in the middle of the table while we're having Christmas dinner. It will be probably placed on the buffet, either behind me or on the other side, or maybe on the side table that I have by the window. But I want to do something that is Christmassy, that is whimsical, and that is matching the theme of this room. You notice the room is red and white with green curtains, which you can't see right now. If you're new, by the way, welcome. And while I have the Arabian Night and Peacock theme in my living room, the dining room traditionally is more of the regular Christmas theme, because this is where I put my Christopher Radko tree, and everything is pretty much the true traditional Christmas colors. The whites, the glitter, the greens, the red, you know, the gold, the silver, all of that. So I want to take my time doing something very cute and whimsical. It may not be everybody's taste, I get that, but here you go, that's what I'm doing. So what sparked the whole idea? And if you hear sirens, okay, there's no emergency going on. We have Santa on the fire truck going one street to the other, giving kids candy canes today. So you're probably gonna hear a lot of that. But anyway, what sparked the idea? I've seen a lot of those trays on Pinterest and Instagram. And some of them are really cool. They all have a theme. I've seen some that are like all Raydon stuff. Some of them are all woodland stuff, and they are just so cute, okay? I really like them, but the ones I like the most are the ones that have the Santa mugs. And you remember I lost or broke or couldn't remember what happened to my Santa mug years and years and years ago. And then some of you reminded me that I never had one. I had a penguin mug. I could have sworn I had a Santa mug, but anyway, maybe it broke and I can't remember. But I've been looking for Santa mugs to replace mine, my imaginary one, for years. This is what happens when you get too much stuff. You can't remember if you truly have it or if you just dreamed it. So apparently I dreamt that I had a Santa mug. So I've been browsing the internet for quite some time, and I'm talking since September, okay? Because I start thinking about Christmas around September. Yeah, I'm that nuts. Okay, and I went on the marketplace. I couldn't find anything. I guess people are getting a little bit more educated in terms of how much vintage Santa mugs are, because they can be $60 a piece, which is really crazy. And then the Pottery Barn ones are just like crazy too in prices. But I went thrifting yesterday, and out of the blue, I found not one, but 2, and they're vintage. Look at this guy. I mean, there's some crazing and everything, but he's got the blue eyes, and I think these are from the 50s, and they are in really good condition, and they were $10 for both. So the idea I seen on, yeah, I'm copying somebody else's design, was to put candy cane in one, and then the other I may not use on this tray. But that's basically the base of this 3-tier tray. And by I mean the base, I mean that everything is going to be pretty much designed around this. Okay, so let's look at the tray, and then let's look at all the other stuff that I have. I am going to only use what I have. I am not purchasing anything. I have these and that's it. no other things are going to be purchased for this. I'm reusing all of my decor that I've had over the years, and this is where I like a good challenge, trying to come up with something new every year with stuff that I already have on hand. So let's see how creative I can be this time around. Okay, so very obviously we said that this was going to be the center. So we have the center here. Now, I have these two that are actually for sale right now on the marketplace, and I've had people asking about them. I have two people saying they were coming and they never did. So I don't know if I want to use these, but I was thinking that the tree actually looks pretty good here. And I realized you're backlit. I'll change that in a second. So I don't know if I want to use them because they're still for sale. I have one of those big jingle thing. I have these little 3 birds that you guys probably recognize. Okay. I have this here. That's a filament light. I have these 3 trees here. I have some florals that's left over. I have burlap ribbon. I have ribbon with holly on it. I have these guys. I may not use them. This is what I'm planning on playing with. I have this frosted garland here that's matching this. Okay, and here you go, Debbie. I have the 12 Days of Christmas houses that Debbie made for me and that I have been using every year for decor. So I think I'm going to do something with these and play around with the rest of the decor to try to make everything fit in here and see if I can come up with a vignette. So let's get started. All right, so let's see first about these guys here. Days of Christmas. I think the houses are tall enough that they're not going to disappear. So where's number 1? I put them by order. Okay, so here's 1. So let's say I put 1 here. Okay, and I need something behind it. I think this tree might be too tall, or maybe not. The other one I think is way too tall. This, too small. Well, let's see. Okay, alright. And these were super cheap, by the way. I got them for like $4, something like that, at the Walgreens ages ago. If only you would stay straight. Okay, so we have a tree and a little house. Not too bad. Let's move to tier 2. And then again, I'm going to put stuff in between. So as of now, I have all the little houses. And actually, with the tree, which is still not straight, and I actually think this looks pretty good. It's pretty. It's cohesive. All right, so now I'm going to destroy it by adding a ton of stuff on it. Let's start with the light. I'm always concerned that I never have enough light in this dining room, and today I have too much. The sun is really bright today. Okay, so I kind of secured them a little bit with tape, but not too much. What I really should use is putty. But okay, so I kind of moved these things around a little bit. They have to be fixed a little bit better. I taped them here at the bottom on the underside so that they won't move. I don't want to overwhelm it with light. I have this one right here. I'm going to tape it right to the top here. Not liking it at all. Sounded like a great idea, right? I'm thinking about something. Hold on. Oh no, this is ungluing itself. Okay, here we go. I was thinking, what if I hang them? Yes, let's do that instead. Because if I hang them, then they become the tree. They make like a tree shape. I'm not believing in this, guys. I'm not believing in this. I wanted to make it work, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I have all the houses this way. Let's remove these big things here. Give us more of a clear shot. Alright, so it's not too bad. They're just not spread out. And then it's kind of, come on. It's not leaving much room for little items on the inside, but we're still going to try. Okay. One here. So the bottom part is starting to shape a little bit. I gotta work on the top part, but the tree on top here is definitely too small. So I'm gonna remove it and I'm gonna put the medium-sized one instead. Okay, so it looks much better. With the medium-sized tree. this is a big fail. It is a big fail. I cannot get it together. It sounded like a great idea, but the houses are too much. They take too much room on it. So Debbie, I wanted to make something special for your houses this year, but nope. They're gonna go back on the garland row by row like they used to, and I gotta come up with something else. All right, I'm gonna take out all the houses and I'm gonna come up with something else. And yeah. So you see, you can't be frustrated, all right? Sometimes you get a vision and it sounds great, but the measurements were wrong in my head. Like a lot of things are wrong in my head. Am I frustrated? Yes. Am I defeated? Absolutely not. I'm gonna come up with something. I know I'm gonna come up with something. I just gotta figure it out, okay? Because I want to use this tray. Yes, I do have 3 phones, in case you're wondering. I'm on call. The other one is my work phone. That's my regular phone. I gotta come up with something. Okay, back to a drawing board. So what I did was remove all the houses, okay, and I put some of those gold things. And now, I don't know if you can see it, but this guy no longer fits here. So, gotta come up with something else. Because now the colors are all sorts of wrong. So I'm gonna take out the tree. If the trees were gold and white, perhaps, but not these trees. And I've seen some where they can literally put the trees like that, but it's the wrong color. So we're gonna use these colors with these ribbons, and we're gonna use the angels instead, okay? All right. So which one is the tallest angel? I think it's this one. We got one here. Too big. And we can put a little one over there. Okay. All right. But now I need some foliage on top, which I don't have a lot of. So I gotta borrow foliage from different ones. And actually the different colors of brown and gold. It's not unattractive. It's just not what I had in mind. We'll manage. Okay. This was a ridiculous attempt on my part at looking trendy and cool, which I am neither, but I think I managed. So let's check it out. I still have the ribbons. I did some changes. You're probably seeing it a little bit here. And the mess over there, yes, okay. I just posted something on Instagram about how we need to normalize messy houses. Yeah, excuse on my part for being focused on this and not other things. All right, so let me show it to you so you can see where I'm at right now before I put the ribbons. Maybe we won't put, or I won't put the ribbons, but I think it looks much better. And I also changed the table runner. So if you remember, this is my table runner that I did last year. Or was it 2 years ago? I think it was last year. This is a Downton Abbey, it's Downton Abbey pattern. That's what it is. I made this. And this is what I did. Let me try to get away from the backlight. Okay, so this is what I did. I did it more like woodsy. And on top, instead of putting the angel, I put in the snow globe that Willie purchased for me last year. That is a nativity scene, and I put the lights around it so that it glows at night. So I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so it looks much better. Looks much better, but I'm going to put some ribbons in it just to fill it up a little bit, as though it's not filled up enough. And this is actually not as obstructive as the Thanksgiving one. So let's see what we got in there. We got some little holly with glitter. We got little bird, flowers, hydrangea, another little bird here. And what I did was disconstruct an old garland, you know, the ones with the crystal, and I just literally plucked the stuff out. So I got cone pines or pine cones now from that garland in there. There's a little angel here, and then there's another one. I don't know if you can see him over there, and another bird here. So it's starting to look a little bit more cohesive. Let's do the ribbons, and then I'll call it a day, because guess what? I want to go quilt. Okay, ribbons. I got 3 choices. I have skinny with snowflakes and glitter. I have a fat one, which is pretty much coordinating with this one. And then I have plain old burlap, which I think is a little bit too, well, not enough. So this one's nice, but it's too big. This one's very nice, but it's too glittery. I like it much better on the back side of it. So here's the front of it, and here's the back side. I don't know how much I have. It's not a lot. So I'm going to see if I can weave this in there. I want to cascade. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't like it. What I may like is a ribbon that I had. Oh yes, we're gonna do that. Okay, so I had this ribbon before that I had tied up, and I'm going to just put a big ribbon right here.
Ding dong, ding, them bells are playing loud and clear. Dong, ding dong, they're saying it's that time of year. For dreams of snow and stolen kisses neath the mistletoe. For kids from 1 to 96 with eyes and hearts aglow. Ding dong, bells they chime, for now it's Christmas time. Yuletide carol choirs, angels in the snow. Chestnuts, open fires, rides from long ago. Hark the herald, all ye faithful, golden days of yore. listen to.
Yes. Today was a terrible day, wasn't it? Okay. It's all right. It's not my best. But I got to tell you, today, I don't know what's going on with the universe, but you see this? This is supposed to be a chocolate Madeleine. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened. It looks like a Madeleine from the... Not even. Okay. So this morning, I got up with the intention of doing 3 videos. Because I had stuff to do yesterday. Hold on, let me move my leg. You know, that leg's still not working. So I got up with all intentions of doing 3 videos. And I started by baking Madeleines. And it was an absolute fiasco, so you're not seeing that video. And then I went on to doing this, which was a total fiasco too. And I'm about to have lunch, even though it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm gonna go downstairs and quilt. So hopefully that won't be a fiasco, because let me tell you, today was a weird day. Did I get frustrated? Yes. I was sweating bullet at some point. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna look terrible. It looks okay, it looks festive, but that's about it. I think the trick with those 3 tier or tier trays, whatever you want to call it, is that you really do need to have space between the tray and the other level, the next level, because otherwise you just got this big blob in the middle of your table. And I have to learn that because you know me, I tend to put way too much. But it turned out all right. And I got to tell you, at night, it looks really nice with the lights in it. The only problem is that I've got so much crap on there that I can't find the thing with the batteries to turn it off. We'll figure that out. But what? You can't have chocolate. I'm sorry. I'll get you a bacon strip or something, but you cannot have chocolate. Poor guy. All right, so what I did on the other side, and other than... I'm turning yellow, I know. I started cleaning this area over there. But what I did here is this. All right, so it looks a little bit more cohesive. And I know it looks very warm right now. But I put the 3 trees on top of my good old Santa platter with Santa right here and the cotton, no, not the cotton candy, the candy cane in there. All right. And then over here, I have the other one that lights up and swirls on its own. But what I wanted to show you was this. And this I just received from Karen. Let me put the camera down. Okay, so that's gonna go for my nativity scene. And this is a little quilting santon. They're all hand painted and it's a carbonelle. I don't know if it shows. Come on, you're gonna show? Okay. And I love it. I think, Karen, that I do not deserve something like this. And then on top of that, it's becoming my favorite now. So I'm gonna have to move the old guy and she's gonna have to be at the entrance of the nativity scene, but we're not doing the nativity scene yet. And over here, I have a new ornament. And it is this one right here, and this one was sent to me by Joyce. Thank you, ladies. This one is really, really, I love the glitter. And then right next to the ribbon, it looks really, really cool. So I have been spoiled. This thing doesn't look too bad at night now, does it? All right, it's redeeming itself. Maybe. Let me turn off the kitchen. Oof, the lighting is terrible. Okay. Scott and I are gonna have some lunch, and then you can tell I'm tired. If I sit like this, because I'm tired. I had a bad day, okay? I messed up the Madeleines, and now this thing here. Yeah, I give it a B-. It's not my best. I don't know. I still like it, but every year I'm trying to do something different, and it doesn't always work. I think the most creativity this year so far was with the mantle, which I absolutely love and will redo. But the idea of the 3-tier tray, I mean, this is more like for high ceilings, open spaces. I don't think the 3-tier tray works in my dining room. It's too big. But I'm gonna stick with it because I'm like that. I'm gonna stick with it until I figure out something. I think the houses would have worked if I only had put a few in there. rather than putting all of them. But I didn't want to separate them. I wanted the 12 days of Christmas to be together. So they're gonna go in the garland in the dining room this year instead of being upstairs. And that'll be it. Okay, I'm rambling. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have lunch and I'm gonna quilt. So unfortunately this week there's only gonna be 2 videos because I didn't finish the Madeleines. I couldn't possibly save face with that. So there's only gonna be 2 videos, this one and then the quilting. And then starting Saturday morning, I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to do video every day. I cannot make any promises, but I'm on vacation. And what I'll probably do is not start the closet upstairs until Monday. Because I want to relax a little bit on Saturday and Sunday and maybe finish that quilt. Who am I kidding? There's no way I'm gonna finish that quilt. But anyway. And then during the vacation, I do have a lot of doctor's appointment to go to. So I need to take care of that. We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, give me a thumbs down because this was garbage. It was. It's not great. I may tear it apart before Christmas. You never know. But I like the idea of putting the globe on top. I thought that was pretty cool. That looks nice. And it's too bad it doesn't light up, but we'll see. Anyway, still rambling. I'll talk to you later. Give me a thumbs up if you still like me. Some thumbs down on this. I give you permission to give me a thumbs down for this one. And then I will see you next time. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, it's me. And guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.